What is going on, everyone? Recently, we talked about Ben Johnson, the OC for the Lions. We talked about D'Amico Ryans, right, the DC for the 49ers. He has them playing elite damn near the past 2 years. And we talked about what they could bring as head coaches to Houston, how they would excite the city. D'Amico a little bit more since he played here, right? But nonetheless, I think there is still a possibility in a scenario where Lovie Smith stays here next year. And if the Houston Texans decide that, I would absolutely blow it. I will come out here and say we are not on the right direction. But before we get into all that, right, this is all damn near not in a couple months, right, where we are going to find out if Lovie Smith is going to be the head coach or not next year. What if the Houston Texans keep Lovie Smith, right? Because I could see them saying, well, look at the way they've played the past 3 games, right? The game against the Cowboys, you took them to the very end. You were in Jerry's world. And if it wasn't for a Pep Hamilton call where he used Rex Burkhead, maybe you win the game. If Dameon Pierce is there, you win the game. You didn't look at the game against the Chiefs. You take him to the very end. Patrick Mahomes is playing like an MVP level. Hey, that's fine. You could chalk that one up. You took him to the very end in Houston. A game where you were once again expected to be blown out. And then this game last Sunday against the Titans, you ruined their Christmas. You end 2022 as victors, right? You upset them, knock them out of first place in a game where you didn't light up the stat sheet, right? But both the offense and the defense looked good and had their moments, right? The moments on the defense was where both your rookies had interceptions. Christian Harris, on damn near at the 2-minute warning, killed the game for the Titans. And then, Jalen Petrie catching the intercepted Hail Mary. And then on the offense, it was Davis Mills' very good drive to put the Houston Texans ahead. Remember the conversations about him being clutch where he is not? Well, he had a very good game-winning drive right there. And then I look at the next 2 games, the Jaguars and the Colts. Now, the Jaguars, they have stuff to play for. They're trying to make the playoffs, right? They had the number 1 overall pick, and now they're going to the playoffs. That's absolutely insane, but they need to at least have the same, I think they have the same record with the Tennessee Titans, but they are trying to win this game. They don't want to leave it up to chance. And what if you play the Tennessee Titans very good to the very end yet again, and Davis Mills and Trevor Lawrence go at it? And then a game against the Colts are just so damn bad. They're starting Nick Foles. They're trying to get as close to the number 1 overall pick as possible. You could potentially win that game in Indy. And I could see them saying, well, look at the way we've played the past 5 weeks. We are building this culture. This is exactly what we wanted to see, right? Where you take teams to the very end, but your young guys show out. And man, I can see this being a real scenario for the Houston Texans. That's why I'm kind of like shocked when I say it, because nothing surprised me with this NFL team anymore. Now, how would you feel if that happened, right? How would you feel if Lovie Smith stays here and then you go in with Lovie Smith in charge of the number 1 overall pick with, Nick Caserio? Speaking about the number 1 overall pick, you're only a half game ahead of the Chicago Bears. There's a great chance they lose out. And even though they might not take Bryce Young number 1 overall, you want every opportunity for the Houston Texans to take Young number 1, trade back, still get a chance at Will Anderson, at Jalen Carter, and you have extra draft picks because you traded away from number 1. Your options open up for you when you have the number 1 selection. So keep on, don't lose it, Houston Texans. Don't lose that number 1 overall pick. And then as far as the head coaching selection, I'm going to say once again, you need to go to this offseason with a brand new coaching staff. I've seen Lovie Smith already. I've seen him damn near all my life. 5 of his 12 years have been successful as a coach. He was getting torn up at Illinois. His defense has gotten worse from last from last year. A change is needed for the Houston Texans. You guys let me know what you think. Go Texans.